Well, we've got some new things to try today. I know, I have to see if I can actually get my head around it. So, how is everyone? I'm cold. Like, I'm just ready. I thought you were Mario. I'm just like everyone else. I think I'm ready for winter to be over, and it's not going to be over for quite a while. So we just need to get used to it. Enjoy the little bit of sun that we're getting. Yeah, maybe sit up nice and tall. I try to not believe in the snow until it's really here. So sitting up tall, feet on the floor, equal weight. Let's lengthen the top of the head towards the ceiling. So really think of lengthening through the neck. Relax the shoulders, draw the ribs in. Like you're being regal here, sitting up beautifully with good posture. And then we'll let that back relax against the chair. Let's find some music. It seems to have stopped. And you can let the head relax a little bit, dropping the chin. Let the elbows draw back so hands are relaxed. And we'll take a few moments to settle down into our breath. Maybe bringing the hands to the belly and pay some attention to the movement of the body with each breath. Focusing first on the front of the body, the belly and the chest. And then notice the back of the body, so where the ribs are touching the chair. Pay attention for a few of your breaths to those back ribs against the chair. For the next few breaths, let's think about the side ribs. As you're breathing in, imagine the rib cage expanding out towards the sides. If it helps you, you could bring your hands to the ribs, or you can just keep your hands where they were. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and not forcing any movement, but just noticing, just sensing it. And then just return your breathing to normal. Don't try to breathe in any particular way. We'll bring the hands back to the thighs. We'll begin to move the head with our breath. So as you breathe in, we'll lengthen the head, just making sure not to throw the head back too far. And as you exhale, let's lower the chin, let the back of the neck lengthen. We'll do that a couple of times at your own pace with your breath. One more. And we'll come back to the center. Make sure those shoulders are nice and soft as we turn the head. So we're only moving the neck. And then bring it back to the center. And just notice how it feels. If it feels typical or if it feels tight today. If it's easier to turn one way than the other. Let's do one more to each side. Let's come back to the center. Let's just drop that right ear towards the shoulder. Just keep breathing. We're not going to do any other movement, but just think about the left shoulder being heavy. And that whole side of the neck softening and lengthening. And we'll bring the head back up to the center and let's go to the other side. So we'll do the same thing. We'll just hold it for a few breaths. Imagine that right shoulder getting heavy and moving further down. Let's slowly come back to the center. Let's move the shoulders a little bit, moving them up and around. As you do that, make sure your shoulder blades are moving. So when your shoulders come back, squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Notice all the little clicks and things that are going on. Switch directions, so coming back and then forward. And then sit up nice and tall, away from the back of the chair. Let the arms hang heavy. So again, just think of the shoulders getting heavy, and the arms are getting longer and longer as though they could reach to the floor. And feel the warmth in your fingers as you do that. So let's bring the hands up. And let's make our circles. And we'll switch directions. And stretch them out wide. And squeeze them in. Stretch them and curl them in. Let's do that 2 more times. Don't get ahead of yourself. Good. And then we'll add, for Brian, we'll stretch. Take a claw, at least I can remember what it's called this week, and a beak and a fist. Stretch and claw and beak and fist. So let's go straight to eyes closed. So eyes are closed, beak, claw, fist, claw, stretch, fist, beak, claw, fist, claw, beak, stretch, beak, stretch, fist, claw, fist, beak, stretch, fist, beak, claw, stretch, fist, and then relax. Almost, I opened my eyes to look and then I got confused and I nearly said something that I wasn't doing, but there was no way of you knowing that. Give them a little shake. Let's stretch out the fingers. Keep that shoulder relaxed. 2 fingers, just gently pushing down. And then move to the ring finger. And then the middle finger. So maybe we could set up Facebook for Cricket, and then she could just do the first 10 minutes or something if she feels up to it. Okay. And then the index finger. And then the thumb. Let's give that. For me, it's the thumb. For you, it might be another finger that needs a little bit of attention. We're just gently rubbing them. He can't help himself. Very satisfying, isn't it? And we'll try the other hand. Starting with the pinky finger. So don't just do the stretch because I'm telling you to. I mean, do it because I'm telling you to. But notice what's happening, right? Notice where you feel that stretch and up into the arm. Just so you're aware of what's happening in your body. And the middle finger. And the index finger. And then the thumb. sometimes I feel as though parts of my body have aged like 10 years in a week, and then the next week they feel fine. Everything feels really stiff today. Let's give some attention. You're so young, you'll understand one day. And let's just gently, so I tend to just focus on the things that are sore in me. So I'm assuming that everyone has the same kind of issues. So if you take your hand like you're just holding the wrist and just gently, so we're not squeezing it tight, just gently rubbing. So you're moving the skin a little bit round the side and maybe above that bone as well. Yes. And let's try the other hand. So just really gently, just trying to move that fascia. So we're not trying to really squeeze it hard, just get a little bit of movement there. And then again, you can come above that wrist bone. And just move those fingers around. Let's stretch the arms out. Let's bring that hand out first and drop the palm down. So we're dropping it down. Bring the thumb to the inside of the wrist. And then capture the hand, relax the shoulders. And just gently draw that hand back towards you. And then release it and turn the palm up and stretch it back. Keep breathing as you do that. And then release that. Give it a little shake out, like you're flicking water off your hand. And we'll try the other hand. So palm down, thumb in the wrist, just to give it some support as you gently give it a little squeeze. And then we'll release that and turn the palm upwards. And stretch it back. That is a big stretch today. Well, we've definitely got a bit of a butterfly and winged footwear on today, haven't we? And then give that a little rest, give it a little flick. Let's give our shoulders a little stretch. Take that right arm, sweep it across, and then catch it with the other arm. And let's turn the head over the right shoulder. And bring the head back to the center, release everything. Move that shoulder around a little bit. And then we'll try the other arm. So left arm out, sweep it across, then catch it with that right arm. Ooh. Turn the head. Bring the head back to the center, release the arm, just get any tension out of those shoulders. And let's bring the hands to heart center. And let's push the palms away, stretching out the fingers a little bit. And then bring them back in. Stretch them out and bring them back in. This time we're going to stretch them out. I'm going to lift them up. As you lift them up, lift your chin and chest, a little arch in the back. And as you exhale, curl forward and round the spine. We'll do that a couple of times. Breathing in, lifting the arms. You might be able to bring them all the way up beside your ears. You might need to keep your arms bent and leave them in front, whatever feels good. But have your body move as well, lifting up. And as you exhale, fold forward. And we'll do one more, lifting up. And stay there. Take a little side bend to the right. So it's not going to be very far because we want that hip to stay on the chair. Come up through the center. Just like a little sway side to side. And then we'll come over to the right. Let's release that right hand. Take a big side bend. Come up through the center and all the way over to the left. We'll come up and over to the right. Let's make some big circles here, like a big air guitar. And next time it's reaching up and over, keep it there. Begin to turn the chest, so you're rotating. So you're reaching something towards the corner, and then bring that hand down towards the knee. Fold towards that right thigh. And then slowly lengthen and turn a little further into that twist. Releasing that right arm, big sweep all the way up and over. Bring it to the opposite knee and fold forward here. Begin to lengthen. We're going to take a back stroke. One arm reaches up and back, and the other arm take hold of the back of the chair or the seat of the chair and lift the chin and chest. And then bring everything back to the center. Move that body around a little bit. Take some water. And we'll try that on the other side. So we'll start by interlacing the fingers and then switch the way the fingers are interlaced. So other thumb on top, switch all the other fingers. And we'll just start by warming up those hands a little bit, pushing away and then bringing them back. Do you need some help there? Away and bring them back. It does feel strange for me to have them this way. This time we'll lift. And as you exhale, fold. Inhale to lift. And use the whole breath to come into that fold. So nice and slow. Breathing in, slowly lifting up. One more time to fold. And then we'll come all the way up. We'll hold it in whatever up means to us. We're all a bit different. A little swaying side to side. Very small side bend. A little tick-tock. And then we'll come up and over to the left. Let's release the hands and take a bigger side bend. And come up through the center and towards the other side. And one more time up and over to the left. Holding it here. Now think of that right shoulder turning as the chest turns, and then release the hand down and fold over that left thigh. Begin to lengthen and take that twist to the left. Still keeping the spine nice and long, so shoulders should be level here. So let's all come back to the center for a moment. Sitting up tall. Now keep the spine vertical and turn to take that twist. So we're not taking a little side bend. We're not leaning into the right. Who's in the back row? Yeah, that's better. Let's release the left arm. Big sweep up and over. And come into that fold. Take a couple of breaths. Let's begin to slowly lengthen. We'll take that back stroke again, sweeping that left arm behind. And then the right arm behind. Bringing the hands down, lift the chin and the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then relax, bring everything back to the center. Move around a little bit. And let's give our shoulders and arms a little rest. So there's lots of shoulder swings today. And we'll warm up our feet. So let's come up onto the balls of the toes. And then lower and pull them back. Lifting up. And then lifting the toes. Lift. And lift. Lift. And lift. Let's lift the right heel. and the left toe. Bring them down and switch. And switch. And switch. Got one there. It was perfect for once, wasn't it? And switch. And a little bit faster. And then we'll go for a little run. Get some blood moving in those feet. And then we'll pause. And let's get the knees moving a little bit. So I need to move them a little bit so they get all the little clicks out. Okay, that's better. Oh, and then when they feel a little bit warmed up, maybe lift them a little higher and think of reaching forward with the heel. Lift and reach. Really try and pull the toes back. Good. And then let's lift that right foot, leave it up there, and we'll point and flex. And let's make some circles at the ankle. And we'll switch directions. And so let's write with our big toe, butterfly. I know it's a lot of letters. Butterfly. And then bring it down. Or something close to butterfly. No one's counting. And let's try the other leg. Point and flex. And then some circles. Switching directions. And then on this side, we'll write dragonfly, because I think it's the same number of letters, and we've got a dragonfly in the corner, haven't we? Dragon. So the idea is to make some random movements, right? So instead of just circling, that we're moving the ankle in all different directions. So you can write whatever you like. Bring it back. Just make sure everything feels okay. I feel like I missed something there. Did I forget something? Okay, so our new thing, I'm not sure I can do this. So we've done this before where we just tap the fingers to the thumb. We're just going to do one hand. Just going to tap each finger in turn. Tap, 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 tap. Okay? Everyone got it? So we're going to try to do that as we make an arm circle. So we're going to tap, 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 tap as you move the arm. Keep tapping and tapping and tapping and tap and tap and tap and tap and tap, tap. It's a little bit different for our brains to think of it. And then we'll pause. And let's try the other hand. We'll start by just tapping. And then we'll try to add that movement. So keep tapping. Keep tap. Feels strange, doesn't it? One finger at a time if you can. And then bring it back. So I think in my head, I'm sort of doing tap, 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 tap. You know, I can't make a smooth circle. So let's try and go backwards, because that's how cruel I am. Start with the pinky finger, ring finger middle, right? Tap, 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 tap. And then we'll try to make a circle backwards. So it can be really slow. It's just a strange thing for your brain to be doing, right? It's worse than patty cake. I think I keep missing a finger. Woo, and then bring that down. Let's try the other hand. Start by just tapping. You can all practice this at home. And then we'll try to make the circle going backwards. Whatever version of this feels good to you. Yeah, I'm definitely doing something strange there. And bring that down. Strange. Wash it away. Don't worry about it. A little brain work, a little movement as well. We're just covering all the bases here. Let's scoot forward a little bit in our chairs and sit up nice and tall. And let's celebrate this piece of sun that's coming through before it starts snowing. Nice and tall, wide across the collarbones, that nice neutral spine. And as you inhale, slowly lift the arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Coming as far down as is comfortable for you. We'll come up halfway to lengthen the spine. And then fold. Inhale, lift and reach the arms all the way up. Let's bring the hands together and slowly lower them down, relaxing the shoulders. Just take an extra breath here. Next breath in, we'll sweep the arms up. Exhale and fold. We'll come up halfway and fold. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Bring the hands together and lower them down. Let's take a little wrist stretch, dropping the fingers towards the floor if you can. Ooh, and maybe pulling them up a little bit without getting your shoulders involved. So lower them down till your shoulders are relaxed, both shoulders. Keep the shoulders there and pull the hands up a little bit. They might not come very far. Let's turn them to face us. And turn them back to the floor. Let's do that once more. Wow, everything feels really stiff today. And just let them shake them out a little bit. Let's try another version. Hands at heart center, sitting up tall. Find that mountain pose. Inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale to go post. Go eagles, isn't that what we say? No, I'm confused. Hinging forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lift halfway and fold. Inhale, lift and reach the arms up. Exhale to goalpost. Little side bend. And over. Do one more to each side. Nice. Let's lower the hands. Lift the chin and chest. Draw the elbows back. Tuck the tail under, round the spine. We'll do that once more. Lifting the chin and chest as you breathe in. Elbows come back. And as you exhale, tuck the tail under, round the spine. Take a little breath here. Let's sit up nice and tall. One more time with the hands together. Inhale to reach. Exhale to goalpost, hinging forward and fold. Lengthen that spine, lifting halfway and fold. Inhale, lift and reach the arms all the way up. Back to our goalpost, we'll take a little twist to the right. Back to the center, to the left. One more twist to each side. Bring the hands down, lift the chin, chest, draw the elbows back, draw the shoulder blades together. Tucking everything the opposite way, reach the arms forward. One more time, lift the chin and chest. Let's release the hands behind and then turn them so the thumbs point up. Take an extra breath here. And then bring everything back down the other way. Let the tail tuck under. Hands can be on the knees or forearms on the thighs. Take a couple of breaths here. Slowly lengthen. Let's turn around to the right side. We've done quite a lot with our arms, so we won't do warriors. We'll drop the knee and come into our lunge. So let's hold on to the back of the chair with the arm. So if your arms aren't too tired, you can reach for the ceiling. If they're a bit tired, just leave it down there and we'll take a bend towards the chair. There's lots of options. You can reach the arm overhead, you can bring it to your shoulder, to your hip, or you can do nothing with it. And slowly come back to the center. Let's take another side bend towards the chair. We'll come back to the center, bring that leg in, and we'll slide it out towards the middle of the room into our triangle. So a nice long spine here. We're still facing the side and we'll hinge towards that leg. So let's pull the toes back towards the shin, keeping the spine nice and long. And then slowly lengthen, bring that leg in, give a little bit of movement. And come back around through the center. We'll pause in the center with our feet wide. We're going to drop one shoulder towards the center and come back up and drop the other one. So a little bit of a twist and a drop. So this can be small, it can be big. Let's do one more. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. Heel toe those feet in a little bit closer and turn around to the left side, holding onto the back of the chair. Let that right knee lower down. So same thing here, you can keep your arms down, you can reach them up to the shoulder, to the hip, or nowhere. And we'll take a side bend towards the chair. Keep breathing. And then slowly lift, take a breath here. And we'll take a second one, side bend towards the chair. Let's come back through the center, bring that leg in and then slide it out to the middle of the room. Coming into your triangle on this side. So again, pulling the toes back towards the shin, keeping the neck long. And slowly lengthen, bring that leg in, move it around a little bit. We'll come back around to the center. Let's do that little jazz dance again. Shoulder drop and shoulder. Coming into the center, dropping it forward. And then we'll sit up nice and tall, bring those feet in. So I was trying to think of an alternative to patty cake. So I'm not sure if we'll try this. So I know, I'm trying to do different things. So we're going to keep it simple. So again, you don't have to make it a really big, well, it's not really that simple, is it? So we're going to reach the right arm and then bring it down. Then we're going to lift the left leg and bring it down. I'm going to reach the right arm out to the side. I'm going to bring it down. And then we're going to lift the left leg, but take a little twist. Okay, so that's the way it goes. Reach and lift and out and twist. Reach and lift and out and twist. So now we're going to do it kind of two at once. So we're going to reach. As you bring the arm down, you're going to lift the leg. As you bring the foot down, out to the side. As you bring it in, you're going to twist. Reach and down and out and twist. Reach and down. It's supposed to be a little bit of hard work, and twist. Let's do it once more. Reach and down, out to the side and twist. Good. Let's try it on the other side. So we start by reaching up, bring it down. We're going to lift the right leg out to the side, bring it in, and then we lift the leg and take a twist. So reach, lift, out. So we only lift in the right leg. So now we're going to try and do it at the same time. So we reach, as we bring it down, we lift the right leg out to the side and twist. Reach and down and out and twist. Reach and down and out and twist. Once more, reach and down and out and twist. So we're going to try to alternate. Why? I don't know. But when we do patty cake, I have to really practice ahead of time, and I haven't practiced. So let's try the right arm. Reach and down, out and twist, and then we'll switch and down and out and twist. Right arm up and lift and out and twist. Down and out and twist. Both arms together. No, it's fine. We can't do both arms together. Oh, I'm not sure if that was quite what I planned it to be, but it was something. Ooh, feel like a stretch in my legs there, though. Right, so that's good to get those legs working. Yeah, yeah. Let's take a little break and do some eye exercises. So we've done these before, and I've been talking to people about them. And one person was saying that theoretically, if you do these little eye exercises, it's meant to release some tension in your neck as well, which I guess makes sense because, you know, everything's connected, but we need to focus our eyes. So I like to focus on my thumb, and because I don't want to hold my arm out, I make a little shelf so I can be a little bit lazy with it. So for you guys, you can look out of the window, right, and find a tree or something. You're going to focus far away, and then you're going to focus on maybe the edge of the window, and then your thumb. Okay, don't move the head. So a long focus, a middle focus, and then your thumb. We'll do that a couple of times. Look far away, look in the middle, and look at your thumb. Let's do that 2 more times. So you're just changing your focus. Good. Then relax the arms, and without moving the head, we're going to look up at the ceiling. So if you are like me and you're tempted to move your head, you can make a little shelf like at the opticians where you put your head on that shelf. So if you feel you need to stop yourself, you can just hold your chin a little bit. So we're looking up and then down. Looking up and down without moving the head. Look to the right and then the left and the right and the left. We'll look up to the right corner and down to the left corner. So up on the right top diagonal and then down to the left, and then the other way, up to the left corner, down to the right corner, up to the left and down to the right. Now we're going to look as though there's a clock about the size of this room, about the height of the room, so a big clock in front of you. So looking at 12 o'clock, go around 1 and 2 and 3 without moving the head, all the way down. 10, 11, 12, and then we'll go backwards. Keeping the head still. And then relax. So let's give our eyes a little nerve. So take your glasses off. So we've done this before. So you're not going to touch your eyes. This bit of your hand is going to come to your cheekbone, and the top pad of your palm is going to be on your eyebrow. So you're making a little cup. You're not actually touching your eyes. So you're going to give them a good rub. And then cup your eyes. So right over the top. Yeah. So bottom of your palm is on your cheekbone, up towards your eyebrows. Eyes are closed. Let it relax. And when your hands cool down a little bit, you can rub them again. And yes, you can play peekaboo if you like. Just take a few breaths here. Now keep your hands there. Open your eyes. So you just get a little bit of light in first. And then slowly move the hands away. Otherwise you get that sort of bright, which isn't very nice. Whew. Stretch our legs out a little bit. Let's scoot forward and let's bring the right leg out. Sitting up nice and tall, so equal weight on the sits bones. Nice long spine. Let's bring the hands to the left thigh. Make sure that left foot is flat on the floor and hinge forward. Slowly lengthen. Bring that leg in, move it around. We'll try the other leg. Starting off nice and tall, long spine and hinge forward. And slowly lengthening. Bring that leg in, give a little bit of movement. Let's come into our pigeon pose. So the left foot is still staying flat on the floor, and that right foot, I think everyone can bring that up to the thigh. If you're at home and you can't, you can put this foot on a block or something lower, or just keep it on the floor. And make sure that foot is underneath the knee. Got a nice strong base. Flexing the right foot so you can stay here. Or you can hinge forward a little bit. Or maybe you can hinge forward a lot. So remember, we're not necessarily looking for that feeling of a big stretch. We're looking to get a sense of relaxation and lengthening. So we might need to ease off a little bit and let the muscle have a chance to relax, and then we can come forward. Slowly lengthen. Make some circles with that leg. Let's try the other side. So one hip might be very different than the other. Yes, I've got one young one and one old one. So just notice how it feels on this side. And then maybe you stay here or you move a little bit. Maybe you take a few breaths and then you can move. Let's begin to unwind. Move that leg around a little bit. Lift it up nice and tall. Let's reach the arms out, lift the chin and chest, and then wrap one arm on top of the other. It doesn't matter which one, just notice which one it is and take a forward fold. Breathe here into those back ribs. Next breath in, we'll lift, opening wide, lift the chin and chest, and then wrap the opposite arm on top and fold forward. Take a couple of breaths here. We'll do that once more on each side, lifting the arms, lifting the chest, wrap one arm on top, give yourself a hug and fold. Slowly lift and reach, wrap the arms and fold. And unwind the arms, sit up nice and tall. Find a comfortable way to sit for your Shavasana. So feet are on the floor or on another chair or a block. If you're at home, you can move to a lying position. Still want that long spine. We can relax against the back of the chair and let the head drop. Pull the elbows back so the arms are relaxed. Now we'll start by relaxing the forehead. And the cheekbones. The jaw. And the tongue. Notice the front of your throat. Down to your sternum. And the back of the neck. Down between your shoulder blades. Relax across the top of your shoulders. And the shoulders get a little heavy so they could reach a little further towards the floor. Notice the heaviness of the arms. The elbows are softened. The forearms are heavy. Relax the wrists. Notice the weight of the palms on your legs. Down to your fingers. Feel their warmth. Relaxing your upper back and shoulder blades. The back ribs. Down to the waist. The back of the pelvis. The collarbones. Your chest. Keeping the belly soft. Notice the movement in your chest and belly with each breath. Notice the back of your legs against the chair. Feel the weight of your hands on your thighs. Relax the knees. Let the lower legs be heavy. Through the ankles, the soles of the feet to the toes. And with each breath, as you breathe out, have a sense of heaviness. Arms and hands sink down. You're heavier in the chair. And your feet get heavier on the floor. So you're sinking into some memory foam. Just focusing on one breath at a time. Breathing out and feeling that sense of heaviness. Now begin to focus on the inhale. Breathing in to feel that lightness. So you could float away. And begin to move the fingers and the toes. Gently begin to move the wrists and the ankles. And begin to lengthen the arms and legs. And it might feel good to take a big stretch. And when you're ready, we'll bring the arms down and sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands to the heart. Let's take a breath in and then we'll breathe out audibly through the mouth. We're breathing in. And again, breathe in. Once more. Just return your breathing to its normal pattern. Thank you all for sharing your time with me this afternoon. We're sending out positive energy and loving thoughts to all those people that need it this week. Until next week, thank you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you at home.